Hi guys, in this video I'm going to explain how I made $1,100 within 1 hour through trading Euro USD. If you're interested in learning how to utilize the strategy as explained within this video, make sure to check out the link in the bio down below. Without further ado, let's dive straight into this video. So in this video, I'm going to analyze how we made the winning trade that paid me off $1,100. So as per usual, I always start off my analysis on the higher time frame, and in this case, it's going to be the 4-hour time frame. What I always do is I always ask myself the question, what can we see? Well, in this situation, we can see that we're situated within a downtrend, which is visualized by this descending trend line on the 4-hour. As we can see, we have a high, a lower high, a lower high, another lower high, and we have a low, and we have a low, and we have another low. So we have lower lows and we have lower highs. What does this mean? Well, it means that we're situated in a higher time frame downtrend. With the higher time frame trend in mind, we can then go over and look and analyze the lower time frame. So once we look at the 1-hour time frame, we can see that we are within a very clear trend towards the downside, creating a high, a low, a high, and a potential new low over here, with a potential retrace to create a new high over here. As we know, and as you could see on the thumbnail, the Euro USD trade was a buy. So you might be wondering by now, well, why did I take a buy, or why did he take a buy during a higher time frame downtrend? Well, this mainly has to do with the fact that higher timeframes consist of impulses and pullbacks. What does this look like? Well, we have an impulse, a pullback, an impulse, a pullback, an impulse, and a pullback. However, the interesting thing is that the higher timeframe pullbacks consist of lower timeframe trends. So in this situation, I was looking to trade the higher timeframe pullback in the form of a lower timeframe uptrend. So that would look like this. So on the lower time frame, you can take buys on the pullback of the higher time frame until the lower time frame trend is broken, and then potentially you're going to see the higher time frame continue its trend towards the downside. That is why I was able to take a buy with the higher time frame being in a downtrend. To show you how this looks like, over here, as we can see, we had the 4-hour downtrend with here our high, our low, our high, our lower low, and our lower high. So what can we then see? Well, we had this mini uptrend on the 1-hour time frame, which was a 4-hour pullback. And why was this an uptrend? We had a high, we had a low, a higher high, a higher low, and then once again a higher high. And then once the trend got broken to the downside by breaking this low over here, we could see that we consolidated and eventually continued towards the downside. So with that in mind, we can now understand that it is possible to take buys during higher time frame downtrends. So why did I take a buy in this specific scenario? Because it's always very important to time your buy at the perfect moment, right? Because those pullbacks on the higher time frame and our lower time frame trends, as we know. However, if you were to buy the pullback and the lower time frame trend at the wrong moment, you could end up buying the high. So how did I know that I was buying at the right time? Well, I have two tools which can help me recognize potential reversal areas for the higher time frame, which allow me to take trades on the lower time frame. For this trade, the tool that helped me identify that there wasn't going to be a potential reversal was that I had my potential reversal area over here drawn on, which is based off 1-hour and 4-hour price action. So as we can see, price came in perfectly into my potential reversal area, and I was then already looking for potential buys, as I also knew that the 4-hour and the 1-hour were pretty overextended. So I went to the lower time frame because the 15-minute time frame was eventually the time frame that I executed my trade on. I drew in a trend line by connecting the most recent two lower highs, as you can see over here, high, lower high, and then we had a low and we had a lower low. And then what happened? We broke this high, so we broke structure, and we went over from the downtrend into a lower time frame uptrend. So we changed trend within my reversal area, and that enabled me to start looking for potential buys. So when do you take a buy is the next question. Well, when we take a buy happens when we retest structure. So in this case, we had our high over here, we broke it, so it was previous resistance, and it then became support. So once we retest that support level, which was previously resistance, we can start looking for buys. The additional confluence factor that I use to take this trade is my Fibonacci. So I then drew on my Fibonacci levels, and what could I then see? It tapped the 618 to precision. So I then draw on my risk to reward tool. I have my target set with my stop loss just under structure and under the fib, and I target the next fib extension and resistance area, which lied up here. So this was resistance, which was in line with my fib extension level. So I placed the order at 618. Once structure is retested, I get tagged in exactly to the pip, as we can see over here. Then once we play price, boom, we can see our target gets hit to the exact pip over here in our zone, perfectly aligned with the fib extension level, and we can take our profits. And that, ladies and gents, is how we make $1,100 within the hour. So thank you all for watching. If you have any requests regarding specific pairs that you would like me to analyze for you in our daily analysis videos, make sure to comment down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks guys.